warm welcome once again to learning about walking the talk in a re-energized India. I'd like to invite Mr. Aroon Purie, the Chairman and Editor-in-Chief of the India Today Group, to please deliver the opening address.
Good evening, distinguished CEOs, distinguished speakers, ladies and gentlemen. Today is a special day for business today. It is the inauguration of the second edition of what we call the BT MindRush, a two-day conclave of business and management ideas which bring together in one platform the leading luminaries of corporate India and some of the finest management thinkers globally. It's also an evening when we celebrate the BT Best CEO Awards, which sees us honoring the best and brightest in corporate industry of India. This year's theme for MindRush is Ride the Tide, making the most of good times. As you've heard, there's a sense of expectation and excitement about the future of the economy once again. And it's a good time to discuss and debate how to move forward and seize the new opportunities that will crop up. I believe the economy is at a tipping point, where it is slowly turning around after several dismal years. The policies set by the new government under the leadership of Prime Minister Narendra Modi has ushered in much greater confidence in the Indian economy, domestically and internationally. There are encouraging signs that the worst may be behind us. The GDP growth of 5.7% for the first quarter of 2014 and 15 is the highest in 2.5 years. Industrial growth is picking up, although slowly. Inflation seems to be tamed. The wholesale price index is at its lowest in 5 years, and the consumer price index is the lowest since January 2012. Oil prices, fortunately, have dropped 30% in the last year and have a positive effect on our balance of payments. Factory output is inching up. The volume of mergers and acquisitions have shot up sharply. The recent Kotak Mahindra Bank, ING Vysya Bank merger, the JP Power JSW Energy deal, and the Future Group acquisition of Nilgiris are just an indicator of how corporate India has again found its appetite for deals. The Indian stock market is on fire, with more foreign money coming in than any other emerging market. Although right now, much of this positive sentiment, I must say, is a counterpoint to the listlessness of the previous government. And a lot needs to be translated to some movement and action on the ground. But I must say, I am still hopeful. The reason I'm hopeful is because I think we have a talented leader in charge who has a vision, works hard, has boundless energy, will not tolerate corruption, and most importantly, has the right vision. He not only has the vision, but he has a track record of being a doer. And to top it all, he has a clear mandate to do it. These are great reasons for hope. I also believe there is among the people a yearning for reform so that the untapped potential of this country can be realized. This indeed is a fortunate confluence of factors in India. I think Prime Minister Modi's Make in India campaign is right on the button. It addresses the fundamental distortion of our economy, in which 50% of our workforce is in agriculture, but contributes only 14% of GDP. There are 12 million of our young who enter the workforce every year, and they need jobs. This is besides those who need to be shifted from agriculture. Those jobs have to come from manufacturing, which today forms only a measly 15% of GDP. This is an enormous task. To make an India initiative successful, it presumes so many other things which need to be fulfilled before this campaign becomes a success. You will need uninterrupted power supply, better transportation, modernized ports, smart cities, and of course, skilled manpower. So behind this simple slogan lies many challenges which he and us as a nation, have to overcome. As the management guru, Mr. Charan Singh, I was talking to him just now. He said he's fixing the plumbing. Mr. Modi is fixing the plumbing, and it'll take time for him to get going. And that's what he's doing. I think that's the right way to go, is fix the plumbing before you open the taps. So in the end, ladies and gentlemen, and I've always believed this, it boils down to leadership. You get good leadership, and the course of history can be changed, as we've seen so often. Unfortunately, the reverse is equally true. It can take decades to undo the sins of bad leadership. But tonight, we are gathered here to celebrate the success of our business leaders who have done well for their companies. Leading a company is a complicated business. It is not only about getting financial returns to satisfy the shareholders, but about strategic vision, customer engagement, employee satisfaction, company reputation, and responsibility to the community in which you operate. A successful CEO, therefore, is a multi-talented person to play all the roles he has to play and also make a good profit. Fortunately, today, we have a galaxy of them here, and you will be shortly hearing from them of how they all did it. Let me congratulate the award winners in advance. I believe there's a great paucity in management talent and leadership, and I am pleased that we can provide a platform where we can recognize them. It benefits not only them, but inspires others to perform and learn from the winners. The purpose of BT MindRush is to provide leaders a platform where business communities can exchange ideas and cross-pollinate with leaders in diverse segments. We have tomorrow Management Guru and CEO Coach, as I've just mentioned, Mr. Ram Charan, who has been a mentor to many of the stars of Indian business, will energize us with how we need to convert various clues into business plans. We have 2 sessions tomorrow on how to maximize your performance from global management and motivational expert Peter Docker and eminent brain scientist Mr. Murli Doraswamy. Besides a host of successful homegrown CEOs, we have Jamling Tensing Norgay, who will talk about how you can scale your own personal Mount Everest as he did his. In today's fast-moving world, learning never stops and never should. I hope at the end of BT MindRush, you will go home with your mind enriched and perhaps a little better prepared to make the world a better place to live in. Thank you.